But when they find,
oh, baby girl, be you. They got nothing on you. Baby girl, be you. They got nothing on you, my baby. Baby girl, be you. They got nothing on you. Hey, baby girl, be you. They got nothing on you. Best of the best, baby. I get it. Solution, I'm telling you. Thank you so much. Hope you're having a good time. Hope you're having fun. Cause we are. Oh! Why y'all got to do one of my favorite songs? Like, Zach, when Zach normally feels the music, he gives you a little bounce like this. Look at. So listen. Here's what's happening. Listen to me. If you go on any digital platform right now, any digital platform, all platforms right now, all streaming platforms right now, you're gonna get this body of work, special collection by the TJ Project called Caribbean Moscato. Thank you so much for supporting. Thank you so much for allowing us to do us. Thank you so much for just letting us be. We feel free right now with the music, yeah? Oh Lord, let me tell you something about me. I'm not like nothing, baby. Alright, take a chance, yeah. I caught up in your days, baby. I'm amazed. Anything you want, I'll do it. Just got through the ish. Others had the chance and blew it, but now you're questioning this. Baby, take a chance on me, and I can't guarantee. But don't make me pay for your ex-games. Don't make me pay for your ex-games. Don't make me pay for your ex-games. You see all the baggage, drop it. Hey, drop it right down. Y'all know it, y'all know it. Drop it. Oh, drop it right down. Baby, I want to make you happy, 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 happy. Oh, gorgeous girl, you slay. Yeah. Next shirt from a tail. Yeah. And the treasure beauty, wonder of my world. Stop the orphan memories. I want you to be my girl. So baby, take a chance on me. Oh, and I can't guarantee. But don't make me pay for your ex-games. So make me pay for your ex-games. So make me pay for your ex-games. You see all yeah, yes, yes. Again, we want to thank you. We want to thank you for having a time with us. I see everybody. I'm seeing you. Thank you so much.
Good evening and welcome to another edition of Sports Talk. I'm your host, Michael Midget-Pierre, and we're going to commence, first of all, with a great vision, Design Sports News. However, the initiative by the St. Lucia Football Association, Inc., in collaboration with the Ministry of Youth Development and Sports and the Oliver Gobat Tuggs Foundation, continues relentlessly. And that initiative is Give Gun Violence a Red Card. Some of the hashtags associated with this initiative is or are football is life. If you see something, say something. Each one, teach one. And most importantly, shoot to score, not to kill. And indeed, we had a lot of shooting to score on Sunday when matches continued in the Body Lake Correctional Facility futsal competition at the Richford Playing Field on Sunday, 4th June. In the first game played, correctional officers, Burin FC, defeated the resident Homan FC 12-0. They got their goals from Akim Louisi with 5, Ruan Lamy and Savio Reni 2 each, 1 each from Sachin Rampal and Janil Gastor, and an own goal from Ray Estefan. Denry defeated Boulevard 5-3 in a female encounter. Scoring for Denry was Sadie Stevens 3, and 1 each from Joanne Alphonse and Sona Jabatis. Rene Eugene 2 and Princess Jean 1 scored for Boulevard. The day's final game was an exciting one with Pave edging out Twapito 5-4, with their goal scorers being Naja Baptiste, a brace, and 1 each from Kennedy Willie, Shaquille Augustin, and Arthur Augustin. Scoring for Twapito were O'Neill Remy, a brace, Rolando Joseph, and an own goal by Shaquille Gasto, who made amends. Once again, Viewford failed to show up for the encounter, resulting in Boulevard males winning by default. Matches continued in the Leclerc Football League Parliamentary Cup at the Leclerc Playing Field over the past weekend. On Saturday, June 4th, in the first of a doubleheader, the Guardians defeated Leclerc in the 19-3-2 with goals from Kingston Carson 16th, Ricardo Joseph 24th, and Kevin Dudry in the 44th minute. Gerald Fede and Choquan Charles scored in the 21st and 41st minute respectively for the Leclerc under-19 team. In the other game played, Radix and Active Strikers played to an exciting 5-all draw. Scoring for Active Strikers was Steve Walcott an own goal in the 9th, Amal Arthur 25th, Benjamin McDonald 42nd, Rudy Kenson a penalty in the 47th, and A.C. Adley another penalty in the 79th minute. Radix got their goals from Gavon Gordon, a hat-trick in the 15th, 33rd, and 65th minute, the latter penalty, Rowan Cooper 49th, and Sean Alsey in the 69th minute. Matches continued on Sunday, 4th June, with Lancers under 19 swamping Island Vibe Brotherhood 9-0. Their goal scorers were DeAndre Prevel, a hat-trick in the 13th, 30th, and 31st minute. Braces from Jimmy Taylor, 2nd and 49th minute, and Deshaun Paul in the 25th and 65th minute. Rounding up the scoring were Noah Omer in the 12th and Judah Jeremy the 45th minute respectively. In the final game played, VSADC under 19 got the better of Leclerc veterans 4-1 with a hat-trick from Tariva Charlui in the first 6th and 14th minute and the other from Canis Morrill in the 28th minute. Jerry Charles put one back for the veterans in the 56th minute. So as I alluded to, lots of goals were scored over the weekend, so we are shooting to score and not to kill. The curtain descended on the Groslet Football League Troy Greenwich preseason tournament at the Groslet playing field on Sunday, 4th June. In the grand final, which was a hard-fought and exciting one, following a goalless first half, Troy Greenwich, with a goal in the 82nd minute, ensured that his team, Moshi, was victorious 1-0 over New Generation. It was a game which meandered back and forth, but in the end, the better team on the day was crowned champions. Following the match, awards were presented, namely, champions, Moshi FC, runners-up, New Generations FC, the tournament MVP and top goal scorer, Troy Greenwich of Moshi FC, the young emerging player, Riquelme Lionel of New Generations FC, the best coach, Zane Stephen, also from Moshi FC. The Groslet Football League would like to say a special thank you to all the clubs, officials, partners and sponsors who made the tournament a resounding success. We now turn our attention to aquatics. 5 St. Lucian coaches are presently undergoing a World Aquatic Swimming Coaches Certification course, which is a Level 2 in Kingston, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, under the guidance of David Farmer. The participants hailing from St. Lucia are Yasmin A. Tyson, Peter James, Brian Charles, Abby Pulte, and Ronald Isaac. They will be seeking Level 2 FINA Coaches Certification upon completion of the 5-day clinic. In other related news, Coach Tariq Edwards was successful at the PASAC, P-A-I-S-A-C, National Coaching Certification Program of the Coaching Association of Canada competition course and LTAD course. And LTAD is Long-Term Athletic Development course. In other news, the St. Lucia Aquatics Federation, in collaboration with the Ministry of Youth Development and Sport, would like to take this opportunity to inform of the 2023 Inter-School Swimming Championship, scheduled to be held at the Rodney Heights Aquatic Center in Radwe from the 22nd to the 23rd of June 2023. So lots of swimming action is unfolding. Not to be left out, the St. Lucia Special Olympics team is in full preparation mode as they ready themselves for the 2023 World Games in Berlin. With digital support, the 11-member team will be heading to the Games in June to participate in football. Across the Caribbean, preparations and send-off activities will be taking place as the teams count down to the upcoming Games. In St. Lucia, Digicel will be doing a press conference and co-training with the influencers to celebrate the team and give the athletes one last hurrah before they depart. Customers can also support the team with Digicel Text to Donate platform. All you have to do is text Berlin to 5151 and $1 EC will go towards Special Olympics St. Lucia. The Special Olympics World Games will be held from June the 17th to the 25th, 2023, and will see over 7,000 Special Olympics athletes and unified partners from approximately 170 countries competing in 24 sports. With 11 Digicel countries participating in and collectively sending 258 athletes to the World Games, the Caribbean will have a strong representation at the event. In addition to St. Lucia, athletes from Antigua, Aruba, Curacao, Dominica, Guyana, Haiti, Jamaica, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Trinidad and Tobago, Suriname will also be participating. The St. Lucia football team is as follows: Neville Darcy, Jason Jarvis, Adrian Louis, Chauvin Alexander, Tinelius Pierre, Shadi Homan, Ethan Isaac, Winston Joseph, Christian Pierre, Jean-Paul Isidore, and Trevon Lynch. The technical team is headed by Dennis Devier, who is the head coach, with assistant coaches Chris Challery and Zandre Homan. Leading the delegation is Junior Emmanuel Belize, with assistant Theodora George. The St. Lucia delegation is expected to leave the island this coming Sunday, the 11th of June. Over the past year, St. Lucia has been very successful at these games, and in addition to participating in football, they have also done wonders in track and field. However, because of financial constraints, the organization has decided to concentrate this time on football. Three St. Lucian athletes will be participating in the finals of the NCAA Division I Championship from the 7th to the 10th of June, with the men's semi-final competition scheduled for today, Wednesday 7th June, and the women Thursday 8th June, and this is taking place in Texas. Michael Joseph of Kansas City is set to run the 400 meters at 8 p.m. He should be on the starting blocks right now, and the 200 meters at 8:44 p.m. He's also scheduled to run the 4x400 meters at 9:48 p.m. And hopefully before the show is ended, we should be able to give you an update on Michael's progress as I keep monitoring the action. Julian Alfred, representing Texas University, is down to compete tomorrow in the 4x100 meters relay at 7:32 p.m., followed by the 100 meters at 8:46 p.m. and the 200 meters at 9:44 p.m. She's also down to compete in the 4x400 meters at 10:48 p.m. Isha Lawrenson of the University of Michigan will be in the semifinals of the 800 meters hurdles on Thursday at 8:30 p.m., having run a personal best of 12.95 seconds. Now, just to give you some background information, leading up to the grand finals, Julian had clocked 10.83 in the preliminary rounds, which was a facility record. It was also the fastest time ever at the NCAA first round and a new national record. She also clocked 22.09 in the 200 meters. Meanwhile, Michael Joseph set the 200 meters record, national record, in 20.41 seconds, and on two occasions, within 48 hours, he broke and established the 400 meters record in a time of 44.77 meters. What is going to happen is that these athletes are going to run the semifinals. There are 3 heats in each semifinal, and the first 2 winner of each heat, plus the 2 fastest losers will move on to the finals. We are wishing all our athletes all the best this weekend, and based on current form, all of our athletes should at least medal in the events. One will recall that at the indoor NCAA track and field, Julian Alfred set national records and facility records in the 60 meters and the 200 meters. And all eyes will be on her, as she is the #1 favorite in the 100 meters and the 4th favorite in the 200 meters. But I'm not worried about her being the 4th favorite. We are looking for gold all the way. And on this note, we'll take a break.
Sports Talk is brought to you by the kind compliments of the following sponsors.
To protect appliances from lightning, rain, and flood water damage, unplug them, then turn off the main switch. Lightning can produce electrical surges which can damage equipment. Protect your electronics from water damage as well. Make sure you have flashlights, battery-powered radios, and extra fresh batteries available. Be smart, stay safe.
In the Caribbean, Caribbean, Mother Nature has long taught us the secrets of self-care. Glory cedar leaves to fight skin infection or sulfur baths for acne and eczema. Now, these and other time-tested ingredients are contained in high-quality, locally produced handmade soap. Etoile. 10 spa-worthy soap choices including soothing aloe vera, zesty coconut, black soap from charcoal, and many more. Etoile is made from all natural ingredients and is surprisingly affordable. Etoile, a skin spa in a soap bar. Available at supermarkets and pharmacies near you.
At Great Vision Designs, we value our customers and provide cutting-edge customer service. Great Vision Designs specializes in television broadcasting and live streaming of funerals, sports events, weddings, meetings, shows, and more. Call us today at 722-6542 or 726-9914 or follow us on Facebook and YouTube. Great Vision Designs, coverage you can count on. To protect appliances from lightning, rain, and flood water damage, unplug them, then turn off the main switch. Lightning can produce electrical surges which can damage equipment. Protect your electronics from water damage as well. Make sure you have flashlights, battery-powered radios, and extra fresh batteries available. Be smart, stay safe.
In the Caribbean, Mother Nature has long taught us the secrets of self-care. Glory cedar leaves to fight skin infection or sulfur baths for acne and eczema. Now, these and other time-tested ingredients are contained in high-quality, locally produced handmade soap. Etoile. 10 spa-worthy soap choices including soothing aloe vera, zesty coconut, black soap from charcoal, and many more. Etoile is made from all natural ingredients and is surprisingly affordable. Etoile, a skin spa in a soap bar. Available at supermarkets and pharmacies near you.
At Great Vision Designs, we value our customers and provide cutting-edge customer service. Great Vision Designs specializes in television broadcasting and live streaming of funerals, sports events, weddings, meetings, shows, and more. Call us today at 722-6542 or 726-9914 or follow us on Facebook and YouTube. Great Vision Designs, coverage you can count on.
Welcome back. The Division 1 semi-final match between Millet and Vanna played on Monday night had all spectators on edge for the entire match, and we talk about cricket here. Batting first, Vanna was restricted to 97 all out. Xavier Gabriel 32, Larry Ogie 16, Cameron Charles 16 being the main contributors. Bowling for Millet, Chauvin Leo back 3 wickets, just as Leo also took 2. In their reply, Millet was all out for 90 and they lost by 7 runs. Chauvin Leo 24, Brian Olivier 19, Anderson Charles chipped in with 15. Bowling for Vanna, Bradley Giddens back 4 wickets, Dwight Giddens took 2. The man of the match went to Xavier Gabriel. Vanna will now play Labey for the Division 1 championship on Thursday night. The third place playoff is scheduled for tonight, weather permitting, between Monrepo and Millet. We turn our attention to regional and international football. Team St. Lucia is in Miami, USA, preparing for the Gold Cup qualifier against Martinique on the 16th of June. They are in a training camp and will play at least a few friendlies. The 24-man squad includes 16 overseas-based players, 6 from Jamaica, 5 from England, 3 from Antigua and Barbuda, and we'll go through the squad. The goalkeeper, Vino Bartlett, he's playing straight in Jamaica and he plays for Cavalier SC. Anton Richard, Uptown Rebels in St. Lucia. Devontae St. Prix of Northern United of St. Lucia. These are our 3 goalkeepers. Our defenders are headed by Janoy Donatien of Ispringstown FC from England, Shanoy Evans of Added Gardens FC Jamaica, Alvinus Myers, Portmore United Jamaica, Kanye Sanford, GMC United is in St. Lucia, Kurt Frederick, Granades FC is Antigua, Farrell Thomas, Charlton FC in England, Melvin Doxili, Mount Pleasant FC in Jamaica. As a matter of fact, Melvin Doxili helped his team Mount Pleasant FC into the finals, which will be played later this week. The midfielders are Leos Henville of Platinum FC in St. Lucia, Peter Pearson of TUS, Enna Patel of Germany, Brandon Sandiford of GMC United, Riedel Stanislaus of Granades FC Antigua, Lester Joseph, Portmore United Jamaica, and Gregson, president of Granades FC over there in Antigua. The forwards are Reco Hackett, Portsmouth FC England, Nathan Lambert, Reading FC also from England, Dominic Polio from England, Jovek McFarlane, Portmore United, Andres Remy, B1 FC St. Lucia, Aaron Richard, Moshi FC, Shem Rosary of Temple University of the USA, and Malik St. Prix of the Valley Soccer Academy. So all the players who I single out playing in Jamaica and Antigua, they are all St. Lucian bred players, but they are playing in the semi-professional leagues and professional leagues over there in Antigua and Jamaica. We have about 5 actually local homegrown players on the team, while the rest of the squad is supplemented by players who are nationalized and applying the trade in England, Germany, and the United States, just to give you an idea of what the composition of Team St. Lucia is. Meanwhile, goals by Andres Remy, Malik St. Prix, and Jovek McFarlane powered St. Lucia men's national team to a 3-2 win against a very talented Western FC in Palm Beach, Florida on Monday night in a friendly. This as St. Lucia continues its preparation for the upcoming CONCACAF Gold Cup fixture, as I said earlier, which is scheduled to be played against Martinique on the 16th of June in Miami, Florida. Once St. Lucia defeats Martinique, they go on to the next round immediately. According to reports, the preparation of the team is progressing smoothly and no stone is being left unturned in order to emerge victorious. And now we're taking a clip from the coach of the St. Lucia team, Stern John.
Coach Stern John, of course, undefeated in the Nations League campaign. Just tell us your thoughts on the Nations League campaign, undefeated one for St. Lucia.
I think it was great to finish the Nations League campaign undefeated. I think the players understand how important the Nations League is. We played really well. I think after the first game, going away to Dominica, we had a 1-0 win, much a convincing win as well too. I think the guys built a belief in themselves that we could go through the tournament being unbeaten. After we went from strength to strength, we were stronger going forward. We created a lot of opportunities, and defensively as well, we were strong.
We have, of course, preparation has started here in Florida. Some young players as part of your roster. Just tell us about one or two of the younger players.
Yeah, we have a couple of young players, Brandon and Conius, very talented players. They come through the St. Lucia under 20. Actually, they fell short of qualifying for the Youth World Cup in Santo Domingo a few years ago. And those young players have been playing really well. I think with the experience that we have here and bringing some younger players to gel with the senior players, I think we've been doing really well.
And of course, preparations is on the way here in West Palm Beach. Tell us your thoughts on it so far.
It's been really well. It's been really well. I think it's been a good idea by the FA allowing us to come to Florida to have a camp. We are able to have the players in that environment, in a camp environment where we can train twice a day, and an environment we can look after them with nutrition-wise, and we have a strong staff behind us looking after the players as well and putting them through their paces, getting ready for the 16th.
Thank you very much.
So there you have it. Coach Stone John giving you an idea and an update on how things are progressing for St. Lucia as they get ready for their first encounter in the Gold Cup against Martinique, and that match is scheduled for the 16th of June, and kickoff time is 7 p.m. International cricket opener Johnson Charles struck a robust half-century in only his second ODI international in 7 years as West Indies clinched a series win with an uncomplicated 78-run victory over United Arab Emirates yesterday. A late inclusion in the squad as a replacement for Devon Thomas, the 34-year-old, last 63 of just 47 deliveries in a man-of-the-match effort, as West Indies were dismissed for 306 in the final over. In reply, UAE were limited to 228 for 7 of their 50 overs, with teenager Ali Nasser getting his second straight 50 with 57 from 53 balls. Virati Arinda got 36 and Ayan Afzal Khan 25, but the innings lacked the impetus needed to seriously challenge the required run rate of 6.18. As left-arm spinner Calvin Hodge 2 for 46 and off-spinner Royston Chase 2 for 49 struck key blows. Casey Carty also chipped in with 2 for 32. The curtain descended on the primary schools football tournament organized by the Ministry of Youth Development, Sports and Education in collaboration with the St. Lucia Football Association, Inc. at the Sad Playing Field on Monday, 5th June. In the fourth place playoff, Ancillary Primary pulled out all the stops to defeat Canaries Primary 4-3. They got their goals from Juan Thrias with a brace in the 22nd and 38th minute, Giovanni William 40th and Javon Charles in the 43rd minute. Scoring for Canaries was Shonil de Tourville and own goal in the 4th minute, and Amari Sami and Kason Kade in the 36th and 55th minute respectively. In the finals, Soufrière Primary defeated the Richford Primary 2-1 in a hard-fought encounter. Leon Griffith and Amani Didier scored for Soufrière in the 34th and 44th minute respectively, both pitches of free kicks, while Kishon Eme scored for Richford Primary. When the following awards were presented at the prize-giving ceremony, Best Forward, Amani Didier of the Soufrière Primary, Golden Boots Award, Dejan Charles of the Deriso Primary School, Most Outstanding Midfielder, Kishon Ome of the Richford Primary School, Most Outstanding Defender, Kendall Jones, Best Goalkeeper, Renel Joseph of the Soufrière Primary, the MVP of the tournament, Kishon Ome of the Richford Primary, special recognition for contribution to female football, Keika Polius. The 4th place, bronze medals went to Canaries. 4th place, trophy and bronze medals went to Ancillary Primary. 2nd place went to Richford, trophy and the silver medals. And the 1st place trophy went to the successful Soufrière Primary School, who also received gold medals. What was very instrumental there with the Soufrière Primary School's team is that you could have seen the development, as the majority of the players are from the 5th Football Club, who have been very instrumental in developing youth football in Soufrière. So there's no surprise there in the way that Soufrière played on the day. One would ask, why was a female single out? Throughout the tournament, you had about 11 females, young female footballers, playing for their respective team. And this young lady from the Gordon Mason Memorial Primary School, Keika Polius, was outstanding. She is also a member of the national under-14 girls training squad. And finally, in this edition, the technical committee of the La Clery Football League has decided to suspend referee Danny Rockstar Williams from officiating in all matches of the league for the remainder of the year. This decision was taken after referee Williams loudly used profanity to verbally abuse a spectator during a match in which he was the main referee. The said match took place on Sunday, 4th June 2023 at the La Clery playing field. It must be reiterated that the game was in progress at the time. The committee notes that this was not the first time that referee Rockstar Williams had used such profane language. The committee is of the view that such behavior impacts negatively on players, spectators, and the sport in general and must not be tolerated. And without knowing the full facts, I totally agree, because as an official, one has to set the example and inculcate discipline among the players. And once the players and spectators see your main referee act in such a manner, what else you expect them to do? Especially as we keep saying, give gun violence the red card, shoot to score, not to kill. And here we take another break as we will introduce our guest when we return.
Sports Talk is brought to you by the kind compliments of the following sponsors.
To protect appliances from lightning, rain, and floodwater damage, unplug them, then turn off the main switch. Lightning can produce electrical surges which can damage equipment. Protect your electronics from water damage as well. Make sure you have flashlights, battery-powered radios, and extra fresh batteries available. Be smart, stay safe.
It's the power of knowing with Lucy.
At Great Vision Designs, we value our customers and provide cutting-edge customer service. Great Vision Designs specializes in television broadcasting and live streaming of funerals, sports events, weddings, meetings, shows, and more. Call us today at 722-6542 or 726-9914, or follow us on Facebook and YouTube. Great Vision Designs, coverage you can count on.
In the Caribbean, Mother Nature has long taught us the secrets of self-care. Glory cedar leaves to fight skin infection or sulfur baths for acne and eczema. Now, these and other time-tested ingredients are contained in high-quality, locally produced handmade soap. Etoile. 10 spa-worthy soap choices including soothing aloe vera, zesty coconut, black soap from charcoal, and many more. Etoile is made from all natural ingredients and is surprisingly affordable. Etoile, a skin spa in a soap bar. Available at supermarkets and pharmacies near you.
Welcome back. With me is no stranger to this program, a prestigious guest in the person of acting assistant director of the Bodily Correctional Facility, my very good friend, Mr. Jim Williams. Jim.
Thank you, Mr. Pierre, for having me another time.
We have witnessed all this. I think this is week 5 or week 6 of the competitions thus far. We have seen a lot of very exciting football, especially coming out from the Bodily Correctional Facilities, both by the correctional officers and the residents. Your take on what has transpired thus far?
Well, Mr. Pierre, it has been an exciting couple of tournaments. We are so excited that the tournament is going the way it's going. There have been some hiccups along the way, and there was need to do some evaluation. That meeting took place today with Rise, who's part of the tournament, and when you have such an exciting tournament, you must take stock of all the activities, see what's going on, and ensure that you come out with what the product is intended to be. So that took place today. But we are all excited. The competition is going. The residents are excited about it. The various teams are excited about the competition taking place every Sunday. And the residents of the community also look forward to the sporting activity on that field. So all in all, it has been an exciting time, and we just look forward to every game, every exciting game, and just to ensure that the tournament continues in the same vein that it has, and bringing families together, bringing the community together, having the residents be part of a program that will help rehabilitate them, help strengthen bonds among various individuals.
Having said mentioned about the bringing the families together, bringing the residents out and so on, what checks and balances are put in place to ensure that persons do not infringe on the rules which pertain to the residents as will obtain at the correctional center facility?
Okay, those matters are dealt with strategically. We have a security team to deal with that, and all the nitty-gritty of this, which I cannot bring out here,
yes,
is put in place, and for us to have a safe game, a safe environment for us to have that game. Just to say that we at the facility ensure that security is paramount, and that every game, every activity that we are part of on that field is done systematically, and for us to get things done the right way.
Well, I must commend you all on that aspect, because I was asking myself, how much of a toll is this taking on you all to be manning the games on the Sunday, and you still have the facility to take care of? How is that balancing out?
It's a team effort at the Bodley Correctional Facility. Both the core group of staff at the facility continue to perform their duties at the facility, also on the field. Though it is taxing sometimes on staffing, especially sometimes the staffing complement, but the staff are dedicated, and they know the purpose of the activity, and they are there to give their utmost to ensure that security at the facility is maintained, security on the field is maintained, and the atmosphere of having a wonderful game is maintained for a peaceful tournament.
I was taken aback on Sunday, the first game that was played between the correctional officers, Borin FC, and the residents, Hoban FC. The correctional officers won 12-0, and I must say the standard of football they exhibited by the correctional officers was of a very, very high standard. Why I'm going to single out this game in particular is because the interaction on the field amongst the correctional officers and the residents was one of camaraderie. And I was pleasantly taken aback by it. And I'll tell you why. When I was at St. Mary's College, we were in Form 5 at the time, and there was a particular master who we didn't like. And we had to play against his club. St. Mary's College played against Shamrock. I won't mention the master's name. And then I, as a ringleader, I gang up with a few of my players on the team, and we decided we're going after this guy. This guy used to give us a raw deal at school. We're going after him. And the guy is playing in defense. I'm also playing in defense. Anytime there was a corner kick, I leave my defense and I walk in the forward line just to get at the guy. Eventually, I got him. And the end result, well, I got suspended from all sports for the rest of the year. I am saying this because I saw the opposite on Sunday, in that game between the correctional officers and the residents. One would have perceived that the residents would have gone chatty first, but that did not happen. Any reason for this?
There are lots of things that have caused this, and I must commend again the staff at the Borderley Correctional Facility. The vision of our 27-point plan, the mandate of rehabilitation to serve, secure, to protect, the mandate of, not seeing a resident as a lesser human being, but as an individual, is just coming to fruition through those games. And even more that are happening at the facility. The staff at the facility, we try our best, and we are working with the residents. Because you must understand that tomorrow, they might be our next door neighbor. They might just be a friend on the outside. And you must give and show this humane way of dealing with them. And commend the officers who played. They played professionally. They played with that kind of esprit de corps on the field of play. And they did not play with the residents as though they were nobody. They played like it was just a match.
Yeah.
And this is the kind of culture we try to embrace at the Borderley Correctional Facility. And it was definitely displayed at the field, on the field of play on that. And it's kudos to both of them, both residents and officers, as they showed a level of professionalism at, on that day.
Yes, I want to second you on that, because at halftime, which I normally do, I'll go across the bench and I'll have a chat with the players. And a couple of the players were saying it was 6-0 at halftime.
Yeah.
And they said, "We see, the fellas have a 6. We're not getting 12. We're not getting 12. We have to try our utmost not to get 12."
Yeah.
In the process, one of them scored our own goal, and that broke them down. And at the end, when I went across again, you see the same thing. I tell you that we will get it 6, and we will get it 12. So it just shows while they lost, but there was still some humor about the whole atmosphere, and I really must commend them for that, and I want to say kudos once again.
I also need to add, Mr. Pierre, even when the residents returned back to the facility, there was no bickering between the officers who played the game and the residents. It was an atmosphere where, y'all did good this time, and we come in for y'all again to see whether we can do better. And it was an atmosphere of camaraderie, and I must commend both parties for the level of play and camaraderie on the field.
Because well, I'm happy that you said that, but let's forget about that particular match, because the question I wanted to ask, having played a game, when the residents return to the facility, what is the reaction like?
It's always a reaction of what they could have done better. They take they evaluate the game, and they would have their little discussion among themselves. And it's amazing to hear the level of conversation as to what they could have done better, how they could have played better. They won that game. What was the salient things that were done on the field to have them to win that game? And it shows that this tournament is bringing the residents to a point of understanding the game, understanding how teamwork, understanding that they can coexist with other people. And it has done a lot. It has calmed them down. It has shown them that being out there and being incarcerated, there is a life outside there. They can do better, and to see the whole reaction of the preparation for the game. Mr. Pierre. You know, they don't want to get themselves into trouble. It has calmed down the facility in a phenomenal way, I must say. And the tournament is going fantastic. We want to encourage the families to come and see the residents play. You understand? And, you know, just to give them that kind of cheer, just to give them that kind of, you know, strength, so to speak, so that they can, you know, hey, they can see somebody out there in the open, just watching them, making them feel appreciated, you know. So it is taking its rightful place in terms of rehabilitation at the facility.
And you family members, you know what you can do and what you cannot do.
Thank you very much for echoing this.
Be cognizant of that at all times, because we want the residents returning to the field to play their games.
Thank you.
Thank you. Jim, I want to brief you, because when I look at the resident teams, and I always make my duty to go across and have a chat with them during the break, and also at the end, and also at the beginning. I have never seen, for want of a better word, any halicaxy amongst the players. They will be disappointed in a few things that happen, but to come down on their fellow player, I have not seen that, as I would see with the other team.
Yeah.
So it means that a lot is being done inside of there to make sure that the players understand, hey, we are going out there to play a game, and at the end of the game, at the end of the game, if we lose, so be it, but if we win, we all celebrate together. But by being out there, first and foremost, is a celebration in its own.
And that's right.
So that's how I look at it, and
right.
We'll take a break right now.
With the evaluation, the safe space,
Sports Talk is brought to you by the kind compliments of the following sponsors.
To protect appliances from lightning, rain, and flood water damage, unplug them, then turn off the main switch. Lightning can produce electrical surges which can damage equipment. Protect your electronics from water damage as well. Make sure you have flashlights, battery-powered radios, and extra fresh batteries available. Be smart, stay safe.
Great Vision Designs, we value our customers and provide cutting-edge customer service. Great Vision Designs specializes in television broadcasting and live streaming of funerals, sports events, weddings, meetings, shows, and more. Call us today at 722-6542 or 726-9914. Or follow us on Facebook and YouTube. Great Vision Designs, coverage you can count on.
In the Caribbean, Mother Nature has long taught us the secrets of self-care. Glory cedar leaves to fight skin infection or sulfur baths for acne and eczema. Now, these and other time-tested ingredients are contained in high-quality, locally produced handmade soap. Etoile. 10 spa-worthy soap choices including soothing aloe vera, zesty coconut, black soap from charcoal, and many more. Etoile is made from all natural ingredients and is surprisingly affordable. Etoile, a skin spa in a soap bar. Available at supermarkets and pharmacies near you.
Thank you for continuing to welcoming us at your home or in your home, whether it be in your living room, your sitting room, and following the discourse here. Jim, we heard about plans to establish a playing field in the facilities. Dr. King spoke about it when he was here the last time. You also touched on it briefly. Where are we with that project?
Okay, the project I would want to say is 75% complete. The remaining 25 will be done shortly. The field is near the facility, and we look at this field as part of one of the major projects for helping with the inmates' rehabilitation. The field will be serving so many purposes, and we are excited as to the completion of it. When the idea was laid out that we were going to have a field at the facility, there were so many doubts in my mind. But when I saw the ground, the first set of works, I was elated. And we've taken some of the residents to the playing field, and you could see their eyes just bulge, because they themselves understand what it means to have an environment that they can just go and just play a ball, do some track and field, play some cricket, do some kite flying.
Well, if you need a track and field coach, I'm available.
So are you saying on national television that you are going to volunteer to be a coach? Yeah. Well, here it is. Thank you, Mr. Pierre, for that again.
Yeah, sure. Well, I'm happy that that progress is being made on the playing field, because that will help to alleviate some of the stress and problems that you'll have in organizing coaching and practice sessions, because right now that is being done on the asphalt stuff.
Yes. Yeah. And just to think of what the playing field will do for the residents, and by extension the staff at the facility, it is planned that the residents would be able to go out in the afternoon to have a game, instead of just being locked in their respective cells. The idea of you going out there to have a wonderful activity of sport. It will help, relieve the tension, relieve the frustration, and also help, show the residents that, hey, you are human. There is an aspect of dealing with you humanely, So we look forward in the completion of the field. We want to take the opportunity to thank all those persons who've come on board just to help us get this field together.
I'm positive that the ongoing futsal competition is not the only, source of rehabilitation that is ongoing at the facility. What else is being used in either addition or together with the ongoing football competition to help to rehabilitate the residents?
Well, at the Borderley Correctional Facility, Mr. Pierre, you would know that we have educational things going on for the residents. We have our clinical social worker on board with us in every aspect of rehabilitation. But we also have the philanthropic groups who have made their presence felt at the facility. We have CAFRA, we have alias Forces, who today was at the facility, who presented to the residents. It had to do with the Olympics of 2024 and how they can marry sports with French. And they gave a rather, phenomenal presentation. The residents who attended, were excited to hear all of the things that are... I can't speak French. Well, you have me there. But the wonderful thing about this, Mr. Pierre, is that not only are they going to avail themselves to help with sports, but also be teaching both staff and residents the French language. So you know, it was exciting for us because at the very same time, Rice said Lucia was at the presentation, and we were happy that, you know, they were there to understand how we are trying to get everybody to be part of this whole product of rehabilitation at the facility.
We have hacked quite a lot on the male aspect, the male teams, maybe because there are 12 teams there, including 2 other correctional officers teams. But we also have 2 female teams. Braville FC is the female correctional team. They are currently 3rd in the table, in the points table, behind Conway and Marshall. Conway and Marshall are locked on the same point, but Conway has a more superior goal difference. Braville, I'm very impressed with Braville. I can't remember the young lady name, but she's 3rd in the goal scoring table.
Yes.
She has scored, she has 10 goals, played 3 matches, scored 5 goals, tremendous effort. How would you, not rate, but assess the performance of the females thus far?
The females have shown that they are a force to reckon with on the field of play. They've shown that they can perform. They can do some exciting feats on the field of play. They show they have dribbling skills. They've shown that they can score a goal from goal points to goal points, and it has been a very exciting game. We are looking at this coming Sunday. We have Conway versus Marshall, which is expected to be a very exciting game. 2 teams that are more or less on same points, or so to speak, and very strong teams in the tournament.
Also blessed with national players.
So, but not only that, the level of discipline shown by them on the field of play, it's incredible, and you know, we are happy to see what the resident team at the facility has done, the officer team at the facility has done, and also the other groups on the outside, female teams have done. It helps, you know, bring the product together, and we are quite happy with all of the performances thus far.
Are there any challenges faced with coaching the female teams at the correctional facilities vis-a-vis the male?
No. Our training regimen for the female team has not stopped. We have a constant training session for them with a coach that was hired, and from the outside, and he makes it his duty to come on the specific days just to ensure that the female residents have the opportunity to train, to understand the game, to put their game plan together. You know, it's interesting every day when he gets there. He draws out a game plan for them, and then he helps them execute that game plan. So it has been an exciting time. They look forward to their training sessions. It's well organized by one of our operation managers, and we are seeing the fruits of that come into fruition every time they play on the field. Likewise, the female officers, and they too take their practice sessions very serious. And I must commend them because their training sessions are on afternoons, after work, after a long day of work. You know, they make themselves available to go on that field to do the practice sessions. And we must commend the coach who who comes every time just to ensure that he's there. He helps them out with their gameplay and the game plan. So we are seeing, all individuals playing their part to ensure that the tournament is a very successful one.
Before we conclude, I just want to give you an idea of the final news happenings in terms of local weekend sports. We have the St. Lucia National Cricket Association and Sandals prize giving ceremony is scheduled for Friday the 9th June at the Sandals Halcyon at 5:30 p.m. Matches continue in the Borderley Correctional Facilities Safe Space Futsal Competition at the Richford Playing Field, Sunday 11th June. Cedars versus Mark FC. Mark is from the Borderley Correctional Facility. That's a male team at 10 a.m. CDC versus LT United. LT United is from the Borderley Correctional Facility. Another male team at 11 p.m. The much anticipated game on the days is a female, Marshall versus Conway at 12 noon. This will be followed by another exciting encounter by the Braville FC, the correctional female officers, coming up against Canaries at 1 p.m. And Fire Service will end the day against AGAD at 2 p.m. We continue the Leclerc Football League Parliamentary Cup at the Leclerc Playing Field. Matches are only scheduled for the Sunday the 11th of June. Active Strikers versus Leclerc under 19 at 2:30 p.m. Radix United versus Island Vibe Brotherhood at 4:30 p.m. The National Lotteries Authority Castries Cup at the Sad Playing Field on the 11th of June. You have FC Pioneers versus Naya FC at 4:45 p.m. The St. Lucia Football Association Inc. High Performance Centers, which is serving as a talent identification program, that continues on Saturday 10th June between the hours of 10 a.m. at 12 noon. The Northern Zone is taking place at the Leclerc Playing Field. The Eastern Zone, the Deriso Playing Field. Western Zone, Marigot Playing Field. And the Southern Zone at the Soufre Mini Stadium. The MPR Babonneau Youth Synergy Invitational Football Tournament that takes place at the Warsaw Playing Field. Saturday the 10th of June, you have Bays versus BT United at 7 p.m. and NGFC versus Choppers FC at 9 p.m. On Sunday, 11th June, City Foundations versus Bourges United at 6 p.m. Gara FC versus Sarot Scorpions at 8 p.m. Jim, any further words from you?
Okay, Mr. Pierre, I want to again thank you for having me on the show. I want to thank the St. Lucian public for supporting the futsal initiative hosted by Safe Space and Borderley Correctional Facility. I also want to take the opportunity to commend the staff at the facility for the hard work that they are putting into ensuring that the tournament is a success. We at the facility are doing our utmost to ensure that rehabilitation takes place through various forms, whether it's through sport, whether it's through education, whether it's through our literary night, whether it's through, farming. We are just trying our best to ensure that the residents at the facility become the product, or become not the product, I want to use another word, the individual that we would want them to be on the outside. We've made strides, and we are excited about the strides that we have made. And the upper part of management, the executive, we are trying our utmost to work with staff to ensure that our 27-point plan comes to fruition for prison reform and rehabilitation at the facility. I just want everybody to know that Richmond is the place to be this coming Sunday, and let us work together for us to have a safe, secure, humane and rehabilitative environment for all.
And one of the best things about this tournament is that it runs until October. So
which is the best month too, because it's the month that I was born, and it's the month that beautiful things happen.
Well, let me make sure I stay alive so I could enjoy that party in October.
You will.
And patrons, in addition to the games and the strides being made by the Borderley Correctional Facilities in terms of rehab, they are also have embarked on a fundraising project. Though I have not seen them there for the past 2 weeks, the past 2 Sundays, they have a food bar tent at the facility at the games in order to raise much needed funds to buy equipment, etc. So please, when you go out there, make sure that you support them, because when you do that, you are helping to make the residents a much better person. Because we want, when they come out and intermingle with society, that they are accepted as one, just like all of us. Gone are the days when one would look at someone who were incarcerated with as being a stigma, but a lot of work is being done inside of there. And I can recall there was I will never forget when the first meeting that I had at the correctional facilities, and one of the coaches was saying, man, if you think you all have anything on us, look at how we could mend the ball and get it back in shape and stitch it up and use whatever to put air in it. Man, that was for me an eye-opener. These guys are very technology savvy. Don't mess with them. On this note, just remember the initiative out there. Give gun violence a red card. The hashtags, football is life. Football is life. If you see something, say something. Now there's a hotline, a police hotline. So if you see something, you are your brother's keeper, say something. You could never tell. One day it might hit home. Each one, teach one. And that is what we are doing through this tournament. And most of all, as we saw last Sunday, 12 and 4, almost 30 goals were scored. Shoot to score, not to kill. Jim, it was a pleasure having you. You the viewers, I must say that we will do everything in our endeavor to make sure going forward we have an interacting section with you as the program unfolds. So once again, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for listening. And always remember, be a good sport. Jim, thanks, my brother.
Thank you.